Good morning. I have Fit Together chair class today. I'm subbing for Kate. She's had a little bit of an illness, so just making sure you get a good class in today. And it should be about 35-40 minutes. You'll need a chair and a set of weights. If you want an extra set of weights, a little set, that would be helpful as well. Let's get started. We're going to start standing next to our chair. I got a lot of sunshine in here today, so I had to move everything up a little bit, but never hate that sunshine. All right, let me make sure I'm in the screen a little better. All right, let's start with our good posture. Shoulders back and down. Knees are loose and not locked. Draw that belly button in, and we'll start with our head turns, looking side to side. With all of our exercises today, making sure you go at your pace. If you need to sit down or do things a little bit differently, that's totally fine. All right, let's do our head tilt. Nice steady breathing. And looking straight ahead, we'll drop that chin and then lift it up towards the ceiling. All right, let's roll those shoulders. I'm going to move my sheet a little closer so I can actually read it. A little bit different than the Wednesday class. Other direction. All right, let's take those arms out as wide as you can here. Start with small circles. And making them a bit bigger. And pause. Take it the other direction. Think about your posture here, making sure you're not locking those knees. And gradually making those circles bigger. Hands on the shoulders. I'm going to press those elbows forward and press them back. Not sure you can really see my face in this. There's a little bit of a shadow, but I can't help but have that sunshine in the background. All right, relax those hands down. All right, hands on the waist. We're drawing that belly button in. Keep a nice flat back. We're hinging forward, to the side, back, and side. Keep going in this rotation. One more time around. And then we pause and go the other way. And standing nice and tall. All right, a little bit of balance check here with the chair. Bringing that outside knee up, pressing the heel forward. And if you want to, you can play your own music along with this. Just start some music and play along, because I feel like it drowns out my voice, and I'd rather you be able to hear me than have the music blaring here. So I didn't even turn any on today. All right, outside knee up, press that heel forward. Really getting the stretch in the back of that knee. Sometimes that gets pretty tight. You can do this one in the chair if you need to. And relax down. Back to the other side for our full leg swing. This one you cannot do sitting. We're sweeping that leg forward and back, keeping that upper body still. Really try to get that heel behind your body. Release. Always holding on for a bit of support for these warm-up exercises. There's no need to challenge yourself that much in the beginning. You want to make sure you're doing these exercises correctly. So a little bit of a balance check is fine. And keep that steady breathing going. And relax this leg. We're going to move back across for our ankles. We start with point and flex. Always being cognizant of that base leg that you're balancing on. You don't want to lock that knee. Chest up, draw those circles. direction. Give that leg a shake, other side. Point and flex first. And draw in those circles. You guys could probably do this warm up in your sleep, right? Other direction. It's really something you could do every day. These 5 minutes of exercises. It's a great way to warm up the body. All right, we're moving to the chair. We're gonna do some seated range of motion. So, sitting away from the back of the chair if you can, feet firmly planted. Draw that belly button in, hands down, and we're just gonna lift them to the side. We're gonna do our tug of war. Make sure you're not hunched. Relax those shoulder blades down. Reach to the side, center, and other side. Make sure you've got a good inhale, exhale pattern going. One more each direction. And sitting tall, we're gonna do our opposites away from each other. So one hand, opposite leg, heel reaches forward, fingertips reach high, bring it in, and switch. Opposites away, reach those fingertips high, but as you reach, make sure you're not squeezing that neck. Keep it nice and loose, but reaching as high as you can with those fingers, and reaching that heel forward. Go at your own pace here. You can pick up the pace if that feels good. If your brain can coordinate that. One more each side, and back in. All right, we're gonna do our torso twist. You have two options with this. One is just to do the torso twist to each side. If you're feeling advanced or like you've got good balance, you can do the knee raise to the side that you're twisting to, okay? But you don't have to add that if that's uncomfortable. All right, good posture. We're in our I Dream of Jeannie position, okay? And we're just gonna rotate upper body to the side, your head, eyes follow. Other side, back to center. Add in that knee lift and lower. You're lifting the knee on the same side that you're turning to. You're not scrunching or rounding forward. Rotate and lift. And just keep with the rotation if that's all you can handle right now. Good, exhale. One more each side. And now we're gonna do opposites together, opposites attract. So elbow to knee. You are kind of squeezing, lifting that leg up, bringing that elbow around. They don't have to touch, but you wanna get them close together. Really bring that arm around, get some good range of motion there in that shoulder. You can even squeeze that fist when you bring the elbow towards the knee. Warm up those fingers a little bit. At your pace. Coordinating the best you can. Last one, and release. All right, we're gonna do our seated jacks, okay? So, this one, you can brace if you need to, or lean back in the chair and do your exercise if you need to, but the idea is that you will activate these core muscles, not using the back of the chair, okay? You can do one leg at a time, both hands in the air, heel reaches to the side. Or if you feel like you've got good control here and a good sturdy seat, you can do both, okay? It's up to you, what you feel comfortable with. All right, here we go. Reach and in. Extend that heel out. or both heels if you're doing both sides, both at the same time. Get that arm movement, reaching over your head and out to the side. Again, this can be done at your pace. Steady breathing. I'm going to do 4 with both legs. Join me if you can. 3, 2, 1, and done. Very good. All right, we got one more exercise here. We're going to brace in our chair. I'm just going to turn to the side a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Kind of leaning back a little bit, but I'm keeping that upper body nice and still, not tucking my chin in, okay? Keeping nice and elongated here. I'm on my tiptoes with one leg. I'm just raising and tap. Raise and tap. Trying to lift that knee as high as you can. Keep that core solid. And last one. And lower. And then you're on the toes with the other foot. Relax those shoulders. Make sure you're not doing this. And lift and lower. Just a little tap. Keep that good breathing. Get that knee up as high as you can. And lower down. Excellent job. All right, next we have a series of weight exercises that we're going to do. We're going to do some deadlifts and kickbacks. So some combo moves here. So for this deadlift, I'm definitely going to turn sideways for this. Feet firmly planted, drawing that belly button in. You want that chest proud. Draw that chin in so that you don't let it hinge down, okay? You're going to hinge forward. The whole upper body is one solid piece, okay? And our hands are just down here. Palms are towards each other. We're squeezing the shoulder blades back and push the weights back, both at the same time. Squeeze back in and lower down. So you can get a little more hinge here. You're looking about 2 feet in front of you or so. Squeeze the elbows, so you're squeezing the shoulder blades here. Kick back, bring it in and lower down. Squeeze, kick back, bring it in and lower down. We're in a deadlift position, but this is a row and a kickback. So we're getting our upper, middle, back, and our triceps in this exercise. Trying to coordinate everything together here. Don't forget that breathing. You don't want to hold your breath. Lower, squeeze, kick back. We got 2 more. Squeeze, kick back, and lower. Whew. All right, and sitting up tall. Excellent job. All right, you can shake your arms out if you need to. We're going to do a couple sets of combination exercises. Our next one is going to be a bicep curl, straighten the arms, front raise. Come down and curl and front raise, okay? So underhand grip here with your weights. Chest is proud, shoulders are back and down. Draw that chin in so your neck isn't crimped in any way. We're curling up and front raise. Of course, you can do this one standing if you prefer. You'll want to be in a split stance. Exhale. Curl up, nice and smooth on the way down, just like on the way up. With both types of exercise. We've got the curl, easy down, front raise, easy down. Just do what your body allows. Sometimes those shoulders don't like this, so just raise as high as you think you can here. No higher than the shoulder, please. Underhand. And of course your core is activated to keep your body nice and tall here. Good posture. One more set. Whew. All right, shake those arms out a little bit. Next we have our accordion, like we've got an accordion here, and lateral raise. So another combo move. We got our elbows at 90 degrees here. Palms are facing each other for the accordion. Elbows stay put. Press those weights out as wide as you can. Do not arch your back here. Squeeze it in. Lift. Elbows and wrists together. Lower down. Accordion. And lift. Open. Elbows and wrists to shoulder height and lower down smooth. Really important to keep that core activated here so that you don't arch your back, especially on this motion here. Sometimes your back wants to arch back to do that movement. And same thing on this raise. Sometimes your shoulders want to move up. So keep everything locked into place. Only the pieces moving that I have said to move. Open up, lateral raise, stay with me, we got one more. Open, and raise, and lower down. All right, shake those arms out. Shoulders getting a little tired, I know. We've got one more tough combo exercise to do, and that's our cheerleader. So this one, we'll take our weights, extend those arms out to our knees. We're gonna raise, push it out, squeeze it in, lower down, okay? Up, out, in, down. Not that fast, but you can do this one without weights if you want to. In fact, I'm going to switch to my baby weights just because my shoulders don't necessarily like this, and then I start using my neck muscles, and I don't want to do that. So I'm using some little 1-pounders here. You can drop your weight if you need to. Okay, belly button in, shoulders back and down. Lift, out, in, lower down, up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down. It's okay if those elbows are bent a little bit. Totally fine. Don't have to be completely straight arms, but make sure you've got a nice firm wrist. You don't want a floppy wrist. Take a look at those, okay? Make it nice and straight. I can do more of these when I'm just using 1-pound weights versus the 4 or 5-pound weights. Go at your pace with these. If you need to take a break, that's fine. Or just do one side. Maybe one shoulder doesn't like it. All right, one more. Up, out, in, and down. Excellent job. All right, we are gonna move on. I'm gonna grab a heavier weight now, just one. We're gonna do our one weight series. Okay, so we're gonna start with our abdominal sit back. Row, row, overhead reach. Okay, so I scoot towards the front of my chair, belly button in. We want this whole upper body to be a solid plank. Okay, I'm holding that weight at my chest. I'm going to hinge back, tap the top of that chair, row to one side, row to the other. As we sit up tall, raising that weight overhead. Bring it down, hinge back, row, row, overhead. Try not to rest on the back of that chair. It's okay to tap it, but don't hang out there and take a break. We're using all these core muscles, arm muscles, back muscles. Whew. Get the most bang for your buck with these combo exercises. And don't forget your breathing. However you breathe is up to you. There's no specific pattern for this exercise. Just make sure you're not holding your breath. And overhead, hinge back, row, row, overhead. Last one. Overhead. Whew. As always, it's okay if you have to skip a few of those overheads. Those shoulders sometimes don't like it, I understand. All right, we're gonna do another combo exercise. We're doing a wood chop on one side, We're gonna do a serve up the brownies, and then we're gonna wood chop the other side. Okay, so you're just grabbing that one weight, okay? Keeping those legs in place, knees facing me. Draw that belly button in. Reaching down to the side, bring it to the chest and reach away. To the chest, down, chest, away. Staying with the same side here, we're not switching. Again, with the breathing, find that breathing pattern. I like to exhale when I reach overhead. All right, last one. Reach it up, bring it to the chest, and lower down. Get those shoulders rolled back into place. I'm cradling that weight now. Elbows are about 90 degrees. I'm just gonna serve it up and pull it back. Serve it up and pull it back. Really squeeze those shoulder blades behind you. Use those arm muscles to lift that weight. Using all kinds of muscles again. Making sure you're sitting up tall. One more. Reach it up, pull it back. Good. All right, other wood chop. Down to the other side, to the chest, and up and away. I hope you paid attention to what side you did before, and don't repeat. One. Down and up. All right, we maybe did too many on that side. Sorry about that. Shake those arms out. All right, we're doing our lawnmower next, but instead of the overhead reach, we've already done a little bit of that. So we're gonna skip that part. We're gonna take that weight. We're gonna draw an arc with our elbow to our rib and take that weight back down, okay? So we'll just do one side at a time. Grab your weight. You're reaching towards that opposite knee. Taking that elbow, draw an arc, squeeze that shoulder blade, and take that weight back down. That weight ends up about at your shoulder. You're doing a little torso twisting here, squeezing that elbow so you feel that in your lats is what those muscles are, right? Kind of wrapping that rib cage in your back. Make sure you're breathing. Squeeze, drawing that arc. Get one more. Take it back to the knee and relax. We're switching sides. So hand in the other way. Shake that other arm out if you need to. Make sure you're not rounded here. Still nice and tall. We're reaching towards that opposite knee. Drawing that elbow to the ribs and back. Drawing that arc. Squeeze. Feel that muscle work in that middle back. Right under the shoulder blade. Core is activated. And last one. Take it back to the knee. All right, we've got our weight right here at our chest. We're just hinging back just slightly, maybe an inch or two, to activate all these muscles that are straight as a board. We're gonna do our step outs while we're holding this sort of plank. Okay, so I'm just hinging back just a smidge here. Okay, not all the way back, just a little bit. And to do our step outs, we're doing 2 and 2. So step out and step out. Knee stays over the ankle, other side. Ooh. And 2. And 2. Hips and shoulders stay facing me. Just getting that movement in the hips. Last one with 2, and then we're doing singles for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you breathing? 1 and in. All right. Whew. Shake those legs out a little bit. All right. We're all done with our weights. Let's go ahead and stand for a little balance and coordination. So you're standing next to your chair, or if you're at a countertop, that's fine too. We're gonna do our hip circles, forward and backward. All right. So outside leg, we're just on our tiptoes here. Nice and tall posture. We're just taking that knee back and tap, up, around, and tap. How high you take that is up to you. You don't have to go as high as me. 5 and 6. Pause here. We're going the other way. So now we're starting from the back, like we're stepping over a fence or a log. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Same thing, other side. Let's get these hip circles done. Good posture, holding on for balance. We're on our tiptoes, that outside leg, inside leg. Make sure you're not locking that knee, but it's nice and strong. Up, around, and tap. 3, 2, and 1. And other direction. So now we're going back first and swinging around and tap. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake those legs out. All right. Oh. We're just gonna do our tightrope with arm coordination and we're gonna cool down, all right? So this one, outside leg is gonna be your front leg. I'm about a foot away from my chair, but I still have my chair there to hold on to. The inside leg, closest to the chair, we're taking those toes right to the heel of the other foot. Let's see, I'm angled a little bit here. All right. I've got that outside arm nice and wide, palm open. First, we're just bringing that back leg up on the inside here, raising that knee, and then take it right back down, heel or toe to that heel. Okay, try not to look down. Lift, hold, and place it right back down where it belongs. Stay on the tightrope. Add in the arm swing for some coordination. Tap the knee and back down. If your shoulders are done, you can just reach across for that coordination. Up to you. Make sure you're getting that toe right on the heel of the other foot. Try not to look down. Lots of things going on here that your brain has to think about all at once. So if you can't put all the pieces together today, that's fine. It's just something to practice and get better at, right? Last one here. And back down to your position and release. Same thing, other side. Outside leg is your front. Inside leg closest to the chair. You're taking those toes right to the heel. Outside arm is wide. We're going to start with 2 knee ups on the inside by the chair. Take that toe, plant it right on the heel of the other foot. Try to get that knee up to hip height. And add in the arm coordination if you can. Remember your option to reach across instead. Right back where that foot belongs on the tightrope. Don't want to fall off. A little pause there. Really makes you focus on that balance. a lot of these. We've got 2 more. And release. Good job. Shake it out a little bit. All right, we're gonna cool down stretch. Let's start with our shoulders. So in a little bit of a wide stance here. You can be sitting in the chair for all these stretches as well. So we take that arm across the body, other arm comes up and helps stretch. You should feel this in the outside shoulder. Make sure you can't kiss your shoulder. That means your shoulder's too high. You can do your finger walking here. Every finger to the thumb, but you want to make sure you're feeling that shoulder stretch first. And release. Other side. Arm across the chest, not up by your chin. Okay, feel that good stretch. Do your finger walking. Keep those fingers nimble. It's hard for me to just stand still, so I sway, but you don't have to sway. All right, and release. Shake those arms out. Let's reach forward. We're rounding that spine. Separate the shoulder blades. You're not scrunching your neck. Make sure your neck is not all tight in there. Tuck the hips under. Feel that nice stretch across the back, even the low back a little bit, top of the hips. Deep breath in. And exhale. Open up. We're taking those thumbs and pressing them down and back behind us. Lift that chin, lower the shoulders away from the ears. Get a good stretch in the chest and the front of the neck. Again, you don't have to sway like I am. Just feels good to me. Press those thumbs, those palms behind you. And release. All right, hips right over those ankles. We're reaching right overhead. Let the other hand slide down the thigh. Ooh, separate the rib cage from the top of that hip bone here. So keep those feet firmly planted to really get that good stretch in the torso. And release. Other side. Right overhead. That hand slide down. Feel that release right through here. And release. All right, we're gonna do our quad stretch. So everybody on the chair, one leg drops down to the side. Now protect your back here, so you're gonna maybe tuck your hips under a little bit. Chest is proud, sitting up nice and tall. You can shimmy those toes back if you want more of a stretch. Should feel this down the front of that hip bone, maybe down your quad muscles and to the kneecap. This is a hard area to stretch when you're not very flexible. So this is a good position to get into. Add in the reach if you want. You do not have to. That just kind of accentuates that stretch. And release. Let's slide it to the other side. Main thing on this is to make sure you protect your back. You don't want to feel this stretch in the back. All right, drop that knee down at the side. You can brace here, sitting up tall. Shimmy the toes back. Protect the back. Add in the reach if it feels good. Oh, I didn't know how much I needed this stretch. And release. All right, we're sliding to the front of our chair for the back of our leg. One heel forward, toes up towards the ceiling. Back is nice and flat. We're hinging at the hips, leading with the chest. The extended leg is pretty straight, but don't lock the knee. Make sure you're breathing. Sometimes when it's a little bit of a painful stretch, we hold our breath. So keep breathing. And sitting up tall. Other leg. Extend forward, toes up towards the ceiling. Hinging at the hips. Leading with the chest. Woo, let that back of the leg release. And sitting up you're gonna get that ankle up above the knee, plant the foot, and you can hinge, or you can hug that knee, whatever feels good here. You should feel that in the outside hip or in that hip joint. And release, let that leg slide on down. Other side, cross the ankle over, slide it up as far as you're comfortable with. If you get above the knee, plant the foot, don't force it. If you've had a hip replacement, those hips maybe don't like this position, so just be cautious. Or if you're super tight also. And sometimes if you have back issues, this is a hard one to do as well. So just take extra caution. And release. And sit up tall, hands are in the lap. Shoulders are back and down. Draw that chin in so that you're not tilting one way or the other. Okay, good posture. And we're gonna drop that chin to our chest and slowly lift and look over our shoulder. And then drop back down to center and slowly lift and look over the other shoulder. And lower that chin. Feel that stretch in the back of the neck. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Looking straight ahead. We're going to tilt that ear towards the shoulder. Add in that outside arm reach. Add a little pressure if it feels good. And release. Other side. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Let that ear tilt down towards the shoulder. Add in the reach. And add a little pressure. And release. Big deep breath in. And exhale smooth. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Fill those lungs up. Last one here. And let it all out. All right, excellent job today. I hope you guys get in a nice schedule of like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday routine, even though we can't be in person. I can't wait to see all of you again. It's been a long time. But I hope you're all staying active and keep coming back to these workouts. Have a great day.